Oh, the internet made my head go funny. The internet made my head go funny.
What happened yesterday? This is a small video in relation to the cognitive dissonance and fear that I've been speaking about. I went to pay my internet bill in the shopping mall, and the particular service provider has this shop on the corner within the mall. It's like a mini town with all the streets and everything, and it's all open. And so just before I got to the opening, I just thought I'd have a bit of a laugh. And so I put my glasses up like that, and I walked in, and I said, yeah, all that. The girl behind the counter, she's about 35 years old, she's like that. She's absolutely mortified. And I couldn't see because my eyes were all like this, but she wasn't saying anything, and she wasn't laughing. And so I took my glasses off and I looked at her, and she was like that. And I said, I'm joking, I'm having a laugh. And she went like this, and she was angry. And I said, don't you remember me from last time? About a month ago when I opened the account, I was talking to her and her colleagues for about half an hour, and we was having a good laugh, being Mr. Funny. She didn't remember at that time. She said to me, after she'd been shocked and the anger was there, you've no idea how many weird people come in here every day. And I went, seriously? She says, yes. There was only one really weird person in here yesterday, causing me a lot of stress. I went, sorry about that. Then she started to settle down. I said, it's probably the Wi-Fi that's doing it. She goes, probably. Then I started talking about my bill, and I wanted to pay the bill, and she was softening down a little bit, and she's pressing on the calculator, and her fingers are trembling, and she's all fingers and thumbs, and she says to me, can you see what you've done? And I said, yeah. I said, you look petrified when I came in, and now you're all out of sorts. He says, see, that's what you did. Anyway, started talking, and then the fear went away, the anger went away, and the cortisol finally subsided, and she got control back again, and she could think straight, because she couldn't think under the duress of the cortisol. She couldn't operate the calculator under the duress of the cortisol. You see how fear gets us? You see, the cognitive dissonance clicked in because she'd recognised me from somewhere before. She'd recognised me as a customer, but she couldn't work that out. What was going on? That wasn't right. Cognitive dissonance going on there. Then, abject fear. She was mortified. She couldn't move to save her life. Then, the anger. Because I revealed to her, I was just joking. And it was like, you know, you brought about that in me. You see, so you see how this whole thing works. When you're trying to tell somebody about a certain reality, and they have this absolute denial about it, and then if they do start to take it on board a little bit, they don't like it because it causes them fear and anxiety, and then they're going to hate you for it. So that's how it is. But what happened is, at the end of our conversation, which lasted about 20 minutes, she was laughing and she was all light, and she said, thank you for brightening up my day. And so this is my approach, people. And one day I'm hoping that you too will thank somebody for imparting some information which caused you momentarily anxiety, bit of anger, but it's for the greater cause. And it absolutely has to be done if we're going to see change in this world. And so, accept it when people are trying to tell you something. Accept the fear, because that's based on your ignorance. Know where it's coming from. Be aware of your ignorance. Be aware of the cognitive dissonance. Be aware of the cortisol starting to trickle in. Don't deny it. Let it flow. Feel what it's like. Because in these times, it's very, very small compared to the times ahead. If you allow things just to carry on as the way they are. I'm not fear-mongering, people. I'm telling you a reality. Because some of us are a whole lot more privy to the things that are going on than the average Joe in the street. And all of the people I listen to that are doing what I do, they're all saying the same. Why do I do it? What do I bother for? Is there any purpose to it? La-di-da-di-da. But they can't stop doing it. Because something, a greater cause, a higher cause, is moving people to do good things. That's how it works sometimes with people. We're moved to do good things. We're moved to rise up out of the apathy and the denial of the things that's going on around us. We don't just want to keep peeping around the curtain to see who's getting it next. We're doing something. Why don't you start doing something? Start opening your minds, for one. Start realising about your psychology. Start realising things about this world. If you've got children, do it for their benefit.